Good morning. I am going to do a video on contouring your face. I'm going to start off with my eyebrow eyelash serum. First, I'm going to do my eyebrows. You see this little tip? It goes on your eyebrows. This helps your eyebrows and your eyelashes to grow and thicken. And you put it on morning and night. It is a really good product to have on hand. I usually keep this with my skincare program that I use morning and night so that I don't forget. But I wanted to show you all this morning. So you want to let it dry before you do anything to your eyes. The first thing I want to do is my VXF Pro Camera Ready Primer. This is silicone base, and it's going to fill in your lines and your wrinkles. You ask, is a primer necessary? Yes, a primer is most definitely a necessary product that you need for your makeup. It helps get your face ready for your foundation and the rest of your makeup. It's going to help your foundation last longer, stay on longer, and with the extra of getting in those pores and those wrinkles, of closing those up. You're wondering why I use this brush instead of my hands. I've learned that you don't use your hands because your hands have oils on them, and you don't want to transfer any oils onto your face any more than necessary. So we've got that. Now once you get that put on, you want to let it sit for as long as possible. Recommends 3 to 5 minutes, but we don't have 3 to 5 minutes. So as it sits, I'm going to use my eyeshadow primer. Let me find my brush. This little tube is going to last you forever. It's a soft pink. I don't know if you can tell that or not. And it just takes a little, and you rub it all over your eyelid. This can be used as a base for your eyeshadow. This is going to help keep your eyeshadow on longer. It's going to keep your eyeshadow from creasing. It's going to make your eyeshadow pop and look better. And overall, it's just an awesome product. Now, do you have to have it? No, because you can use your foundation or your contouring, your concealer to do this. But I like the eyeshadow primer better. It just does better, in my opinion. Also, if you are breaking out, it is a good cover-up for acne. If you have any acne that is showing, it will cover up any acne that you might have. So see, it just goes on there. So we're going to let that sit. Usually, if you have time, you want everything to sit as you build, because that way it gets in your skin that much more. Now, as I'm going to do my foundation next. Today I'm going to use my VX Pro foundation. It's good for all skin types. I'm going to use my Kabuki brush. I absolutely love this brush, y'all. It's like $9, I think. It is just awesome. Now you want to just pat your makeup on. You don't want to rub it in your skin, because if you rub it, it's just going to rub on to your brush and not your skin. You're just going to rub it off. And I'm not going to put any on my eye because we've already done my eye. I'm going to do just the right side of my face so that you can tell the difference of how well this coverage of this makeup it does. You want to make sure you go up into your hairline, up into your ear, and down your neck. Now then, look at that. Look how well that covers. Can you tell? This is an awesome foundation. And the best thing about this is when you use this foundation along with the primer, you do not need filters when you're taking pictures. It's that good. It is that good of a foundation. Every once in a while, you're going to see me kind of turn and look into my mirror to make sure that I have everything covered and smoothed in as it should be. There. What do you think? As always, with anything that I show you, you can comment in the comment section and I can get back in touch with you. Or I always leave my website. You can go straight to my website and order straight from there. All products are shipped directly to you and you get them that way. Next, we're going to do my brow wax. Y'all, this is a huge tube. Look how big this is. It's going to last you forever. I think it's like $28, $29, but it is well worth it. It comes with this little wand. And what you're going to do is you're going to go up and then fix them. And this is, it's going to stay. Your eyebrows are going to stay in place all day. I found a little trick. If you're like me, I have a hard time plucking my eyebrows. But one day, I was like, I am having so much trouble. So I put on my eyebrow wax and I could see exactly where I needed to pluck my eyebrows. Now I just go this extra little mile here and make sure that my eyebrows are in place. I'm just OCD like that. Okay, now then I'm going to come up close. Do you see now? You can tell exactly where you need to pluck those eyebrows. See how that works? Because they're nice and in line. You don't need those little, well, you might. I just do it free-handed, but now you can tell exactly where those eyebrows need to be plucked. And that also helps if I'm learning to use eyebrow pencils. It also helps you to use your eyebrow pencil by using the eyebrow wax because they are in place, they're not moving everywhere, and they're in place. So we've let our foundation sit for just a minute. Like I said earlier, we're going to try the contour effect today. I've not done it much, so bear with me. I'm new with this. I'm going to use my Liquid Pump Concealer. This is Ivory, Warm Ivory. It comes in Cool Ivory and then other shades. Okay, you're going to go down like a triangle and up. Under your eyes, down and up like a triangle. And you wonder why you put your concealer on after you put your foundation and not before, because your foundation is your concealer is, if you put your concealer on first and then your foundation is going to wipe off your concealer. Okay. So if you notice, I have put my concealer under my eye, on top of my forehead, my nose, my chin, and then in between my chin bone right here and my cheekbone right here. Now I'm going to take my sponge and my Time Locker spray, and I'm going to spritz my sponge. Now your sponge needs to be wet. I use my Time Locker spray so that it will set my product in my face all day instead of just warm water. Okay? And you just, again, you want to blot your product, your concealer. You don't want to rub, you want to blot. Because you don't want to rub it in. Okay. Now, one more step to get to your concealer is I've got translucent powder, and I'm going to use my translucent powder just where I put my concealer, and I'm just setting it for the day. Now I'm not going to put it all over my face. I have to learn why. I am going by what I was told to do, and I need to ask why, not my whole face. So that's the question I need to ask. Okay, so we've got the concealer and we've got it all set in place. Now for the contour, and we're going to use the contour stick. Now, okay, we're going to go right above my head, my forehead, on both sides. We're going to go right, not on the cheekbone, but right under the cheekbone, like this. We're going to go right at the chin, like this. And we're going to go right on the chin, right here. Then we're going to go right on the nose, right here, right here, here, and here. And then I'm going to outline my lips. And you say, why contour? This is like giving yourself a facelift without spending money. Now I used this sponge for my concealer. You don't want to use the same sponge for the concealer as you do with the highlighter. So I've got my other sponge, and I'm going to spray it with my Time Locker, and then I am going to just blend this in. Okay, while I'm blending, I want to talk to you about cleaning your brushes. We have tea tree soap that is great for cleaning your brushes. Your blush brushes and your sponges hold in bacteria, and you want to clean your brushes at least once a week. I try to, on Saturdays, gather up all my brushes and sponges and clean them real good with my tea tree soap. And of course, you can get that through me or my website. It makes a big difference. Also, if you don't clean your brushes, they break down faster than if you do clean them. Your brushes last longer if you clean them. So that's very important to do that. For in-between cleaning, there's several products out there for in-between cleaning. Now, you just find the one that you like that's best for you. Okay, now for my nose, you're going, wait a minute, you've got stuff on your nose. I'm going to use this foundation brush. It's easier for your nose. And I'm just going to blend down. Again, I'm not rubbing, I'm blotting. And I'm just blending down. And you notice I open my mouth with everything I do. Okay, so that's the beginning of your contour. Okay, so we're going to finish it up and then we'll do our eyes. I'm going to use my 3-in-1 palette today. It has your bronzer, your highlighter, and your blush. And we're going to start off with the bronzer. Everywhere I put the contour, I'm going to put bronzer. So the very first place I'm going to put contour, I'm going to put the bronzer. And this kind of to me, it makes a dark face. You want to kind of go down your neck with your bronzer as well. But it's well worth it. And you want to squeeze your brush to get this on your nose so that it'll make that fine line. And around your mouth. Okay. Now for my blush. Go right above that highlight. Okay. Now I'm going to use my two-sided brush for my highlighter because I'm going to save part of my highlight for after I do my eyes. But you go right above your blush with your highlight. Then you go right on everywhere you put your concealer, with the exception of underneath your eyes. You want to put highlight. And this is just brightening your face. And again, we're going to use the highlight in another place as well. Now for my eyes. Today we're going to use the Wonderlust palette. It has over 18 eye colors in it. See how pretty that is? What kind of combinations can you come up with? I tell you, you can come up with a bunch. Okay, so we're going to use my makeup brush. Let's see. The first one I'm going to use is Adventure right here. And I am going to put it on the very bottom of my lid. Like this. I'm just going to use 3 colors today. Then I'm going to go in with Cupcake, which is this color. And I'm going to go right on over, not over, but right on top of that first color. See, like that? It's basically covering the lid. It's kind of shimmery. Okay. Then the last one I'm going to use, I think it says Princess. Y'all know I'm blind without my glasses, but Princess. And I'm not going to go over my whole eye with this. I'm just going to go right here, about half of my eye, right here, with that. Okay. So, you're going to, and you're going, wait a minute, that looks awful funny. So I'm going to take my blending brush. It's not a blending brush. There's my blending brush. There's my blending brush. I'm going to take my eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm just going to very easily go in circles. And I'm just blending this all together. See the difference? Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm going to attempt, before I do my eyeshadow, my mascara, I'm just going to very easily, I'm going to have to use my mirror, color my eyes with my inkjet liner. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to take my mascara brush, and I'm just going to drag that color, make sure that it's all the way in my eyebrows. Like that. Okay, now I'm getting pretty good at coloring these eyebrows. Okay, I'm going to use my 3D mascara, and this helps to thicken your eyelashes and make them longer. We have 8 mascaras ranging from to $25. If your mascara is over 3 months old, it's time to get rid of it and get a new mascara. If yours is flaky, it's time to get a new mascara. You don't want to, when you're using mascara, you don't want to take it and pump it like that. You want to take it and twist it, because when you pump it, it pumps air in your mascara and it dries it out quicker. Okay, I told you we were going to come back to the highlighter. Okay, here's the highlighter and here's my two-sided brush. I'm going to use the short end. I'm going to dab it in my highlighter, and I'm going to go right here in the middle, inside of my eye, and I'm going to put some highlight there. Doesn't that make a big difference? Doesn't that brighten up that eye? Isn't that pretty? Just brightens up that eye. Now, for lipstick today, what do I feel like? Let's see. I like what comes in the Forever, not Forever, the Fearless collection that you can now get individually, not as a bundle, but this is the color. And y'all, our lipsticks stay on. They're moisturizing and they stay on forever. This is just one of my favorite colors. And even though it's liquid, it doesn't take long to dry, and it will stay on all day. Now, the last thing I do is I take my Time Locker spray, and I set my makeup. Why do you want to put on all this wonderful makeup and not let it stay on all day? There it is. A new look, a new day. Have a wonderful one. Thanks, y'all.